Hey everyone, you're with Tesla Tom. Thanks for joining us on Ludicrous Feed. I'm with Nash here from Tesla in the Gong.
Hi there, mate. Thank you very much for having me here.
Oh, no, thanks for coming along. Thanks for joining us.
It's all good.
Let's talk about today electric vehicle charging etiquette and how it relates to using it at superchargers and also destination chargers around town. There's also a lot that we can do as owners. We can be polite and courteous to each other.
Yes.
We're going to show you some tips on how to do that. Now, 2019 is the year for electric vehicles, I think.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. I think we're going to turn the corner this year and people are going to go EV, particularly after the Model 3 comes into the market. It's really going to change the whole dynamics of EVs here in Australia.
Not just the Model 3, but the Ioniq, the Kona EV, the Kia Niro, the Jaguar I-Pace.
That's
all these
true.
cars coming out next year. It's
e-tron,
going to be fantastic. E-tron, maybe the Porsche in a couple of years' time.
Maybe the Porsche Taycan.
These supercharging spots, like we're at St Leonard's right now in Sydney.
That's right.
We're not too busy at the moment, but I think one day with the Model 3 coming out, there's going to be a lot more cars around. So this is our top 5 etiquette rules for supercharging and destination charging.
That's right, yeah.
As it relates to electric vehicles. So number 1, don't use your supercharging spot as a parking spot, because this is as bad as being an ICE vehicle sitting in an electric car.
That's absolutely true.
If you're going to park here, actually use the charger. Don't just sit here, go do some shopping, do some lunch. Like, don't use it as a parking spot. It's not for you, it's for charging. Okay.
Yeah. At least the superchargers do have a idle fee attached to them, but the destination chargers might not. But I think we as EV owners should take the onus on ourselves and remove the car for another person to come and use.
Yep, correct. Number 2, don't charge your car to 100%. Number 1, it's bad for your battery. And number 2, it slows your rate down anyway as you get closer to 100%.
That's true.
And that takes up another spot.
Absolutely. And if you're coming in with a high rate of charge, you should think about a possibility of using another destination charger elsewhere or another supercharger elsewhere, because it does slow your rate of charge anyway.
And as you said, Nash, I think you should aim for 80 to 90% charge on your car before moving on. Number 3, I think you should limit your charging time to 30 to 40 minutes per charge, and then move on to your next destination, as you've said already. That's
right. 30 to 40 minutes is a fair time for everybody.
I think these signs here behind us, the Tesla signs, show that there's a 45-minute maximum anyway for supercharging.
That's right. Most of the other Tesla supercharger spots that I've gone to, it says general parking for 60 minutes, but I think we should be more proactive than that. 30 to 45 minutes is, I think, is a good number.
I think it's courteous to other drivers.
Yes.
Certainly. And number 4, this is a really controversial one, Nash. We talked about this earlier.
Yes, we did.
Number 4, don't use your home supercharger. Now, I don't know what you guys think about this.
That's right. I am in agreement, particularly because I'm from south of Sydney. If you didn't know, Wollongong is the south of Sydney. So it's an hour and a half away to the central charger that we are in right now. I really rely on this if I'm going to say Newcastle or somewhere up north. I rely on this quite a bit. So if you came here and used this as a free, fill up station, that really affects me and people like me who are here to take a quick charge, maybe grab a bite to eat, and then be on our merry way up north.
I think it's hard for travellers and visitors to find that people who live in Sydney or in the city that they've just visited are using the city chargers. I think that's not so good.
That's a nice point. I completely agree with you. It is a controversial topic.
For me, it takes me half an hour to get here anyway from my place in Sydney. It's an hour round trip. I'm not going to waste my time to come and charge for free. It's not that much more to charge at home.
You might as well use a destination charger, which might be free, because more and more of these businesses are taking advantage of EVs and giving them as a value-added service, saying that you come and charge and then you shop with us. So I think that's a good good thing.
I agree. So leave these spots free if this is your home charger.
True.
I have an idea with regards to that. I think register a home charger. Like, for example, if I live in Sydney, I could register St Leonard's as my home charger. And that could prevent me, or at least make me pay for my home charger.
Hey, that's a nice idea. I've never thought about that way.
That might disincentivize me from using this and leave it free for visitors.
You're allowed to use it if your rate of if your charge is X, let's say 20%, then you would really need it.
Good point.
Then you probably are okay to use the central charger, as opposed to if you're at 80% and you come here for a 10% top up. That's not too bad. That's
watching Elon? Think about that. All right?
Yeah, Elon Musk, we want you to think about this and change this straight away.
Think about it. Okay, and the last etiquette rule for charging is number 5. We've sort of touched this already on, but if you're at a destination charger, once you've finished charging, move your car. Okay, so this applies to a shopping center. If you've finished charging or you're done with the amount of charge you need, move it to another spot, because suddenly if you finish charging, it's not a spot anymore. It's an electric charging spot for someone else. Okay?
So it is not a free parking spot. It's not a free parking bay. Particularly, I've seen this with a few of our fellow EV drivers, because these EV chargers are near access points, like in a big mall, they treat it as a free parking spot. Even if they have 85% charge, they still come and park there for the 5%, and they just let it be there till the end of the shopping trip. That's not a good thing, because you're clogging up the network for somebody else.
Correct. So in summary, guys, number 1, don't use a supercharging spot as a parking spot. You're as bad as an ICE vehicle. Number 2, don't charge to 100%. It's bad for your battery, slows you down. Number 3, limit your charging time to 30 to 40 minutes and move on to the next charger if you're on a road trip. Number 4, don't use your home supercharger. And number 5, if you finish charging at a destination charger, move your car to another parking spot.
I think these are all valid points.
Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that. Leave a comment below if you've got any other ideas or any other etiquette tips for Tesla drivers or electric car drivers in general, particularly with new cars coming on the market in 2019. You know, I think it's good if we can all be polite and courteous to each other. It'll make for a nicer experience owning an electric car. Alright Nash, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate your time.
Well, thank you very much, mate. Thank you for having me. No. And hope to see you very soon in another interesting video.
Absolutely. And thanks for coming up to Sydney, and enjoy your trip back down to Wollongong.
Thank you very much, mate.
Alright guys, as always, happy charging.
Peace.
Thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of the energy revolution. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. If you're about to buy a Tesla, use my promo code Thomas7208 to score 6 months of free supercharging. Happy charging!